Alright, let's try this again. Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am the Blue Hedgehog 2010, returning to you with part 3 of Sonic CD. And with me always is Note Ladro.
Hello everyone. Yesterday I was at work and then had a cat on my lap.
So I guess you can, for you perverts out there, I guess you can say that he had some pussy before going to work.
No. Just a cat. Feline. Another. Nope. No, that was almost a time travel.
Yeah, almost. But the thing of it is, I will say time and time again, like there are some simple levels on Sonic CD. Quartz Quadrant being one of them.
Incredibly.
And definitely what other level was pretty easy up there? Stardust Speedway was pretty easy.
Truth.
Because there's hardly any bandits on screen you'd have to worry about. And in this video, I believe I do get all the time stones in this video, so that'll be really good.
Yes, you do. I believe you.
And yeah. Yeah, so yesterday there was some big technicalities yesterday. Like, for some odd reason, our recording of our commentaries got a little mixed up, and I spent like maybe 2 to 3 hours trying to fix it and figure it out, but it all doesn't seem to line up within, not just within the video and our commentaries. It was all just jumbled up, and it became frustrating, so I decided to dish out the commentaries and we'll just throw away the commentaries and just start fresh. So
Indeed.
Here we are.
Have you always been able to like jump on the water? Especially...
Yeah, you do. It's just that you don't want to do that often because it will rapidly decrease time.
I see.
It's time drainer.
Gotcha. I was wondering because I noticed you were able to kind of jump on it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be sure that your time doesn't decrease, like if you remain staying in the water in the special stages, the time decreases very rapidly, decreasing your chances of getting the time stone from that special stage. The best way to avoid that, if you ever find yourself on water, just keep jumping on and off the water until you reach a platform, because in some sense it will decrease, well, I guess you could say save some time that you can still have for it. I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
I feel like Quartz Quadrant was just like, let's take the slowest enemies and put them all in one level.
Yes, indeed.
And future.
Huzzah! And,
Time travel.
And like I stated in the last video, if you do travel in the past or the future, you will lose your shield permanently until you find the next one, and you do need that shield if you want to collect the 50 rings for the special stage.
Now, remind me, there isn't really much of a point of traveling to the future, if I recall, is there?
No, there isn't really much point of traveling in the future at all. If you want to do the extra, because if you go to the future, you won't get the chance to destroy either a roboticizer or the hologram of Metal Sonic. You can only do that in the past, and what that does is, it pretty much shows the good future like it would normally if you collect all the time stones regularly. So.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't recall you being able to do anything in order to help the status of the good or bad future.
Yeah. And in this special stage, I do show off the time UFO that only appears when that timer
That
at
one
the
right
top
there?
goes below 20. Yep.
Yeah.
And it automatically increases your timer back up to 40. So try to nab that if you ever have any trouble staying in the special stage and whatnot.
And need one more time stone.
Huzzah! The only bad thing is it's a shame they're not Chaos Emeralds.
I guess they switched them to time stones because it ends up, well, because of the way the game ends, which I suppose if the ending took place and it was Chaos Emeralds, then it'd be a little silly.
You can now become supersonic in space. What?
Yeah. Even though you're not really in space.
I will say again, like I said yesterday, I still think that this is one of the most interesting boss battles.
Now, this all takes place on one planet, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, what I want to know is how come, and I've always kind of wondered this, how come Robotnik does not bother kind of developing most of the areas? Like if you notice, in the first zone, I think it was what, Palm Tree Panic?
Yes.
Yeah, there's not really anything going on there. It's like he just throws some robots around and that's about it.
Yeah.
But you get to like Wacky Workbench and Quartz Quadrant, and that shit's got the hell. It's just been developed to hell and back.
Maybe Dr. Robotnik was trying to choose a specific location on building his base or whatever.
I guess perhaps it seems kind of makes sense, but at the same time, it's like if you're gonna take over, wouldn't you develop the whole island?
I mean, I see what you're saying there, Evan, but yeah, I see what you're saying there. Because if Eggman or Dr. Robotnik, I don't care, I'm calling him Dr. Eggman from now on, fuck it, but if he is going to take over a planet or a city or whatever, why couldn't he just build an entire base within that whole area?
Exactly.
Like in Sonic Adventure, he only built a base in Mystic Ruins.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I could see the idea of, in that situation, because there's there's supposed to be like humans around or something, but
yeah.
that, the idea was, got froze twice there. The idea was, not to have, I guess, an army come after him, because that would be at least slightly problematic.
Well, yeah. In that case, that would make sense. But why couldn't he build an entire base on, Little Planet here, or in the old Sonic games on Mobius or Angel Island?
Exactly, that's my point, is that he just seems to... With Angel Island, he just builds Death Egg and leaves it be. He doesn't really seek to do much beyond that. I mean, he kinda throws badniks all over the place, but it's like... I guess it's just... Is he just trying to be sadistic, or what?
I really have no idea. With scientists with an IQ of 300, you'd think he knows a little better.
He's not very logical. He's got the smarts, but I don't think he's really got the common sense going on there.
No, I don't
And
think so
I
either.
don't understand that. Tisk tisk.
My question is, in classic Sonic games, most of the scenery, is at Angel Island or Mobius, and we see that there is no sign of, human life form or j- all there is just flickies and stuff like that.
Let me guess what you're about to say. And then all of a sudden, Sonic Adventure comes out, and the
exactly. What?
It's been a huge debate, and I really don't get it either. It wasn't until I was watching a review of Sonic Adventure that I noticed for myself that all of a sudden, actually no, I did notice that because first I played Sonic Adventure 2 because I had such a gap from video games at one point, and then I played Sonic Adventure 1, and when I played Sonic Adventure 2, I had already played Sonic and Knuckles 3K, or Sonic 3K, sorry.
Yeah.
Redundant. But yeah, I noticed, where the hell did all these people come from?
Oh, is it just to? Are we just to assume that Sonic now lives on planet Earth and not Mobius anymore?
I mean, they frequently reference the fact that it is Earth. I mean, especially in Sonic Adventure 2.
Yeah.
You know, when they're talking about the canon, they're saying, "Oh, it'll destroy Earth." You know.
Yeah.
Gotta love that psychedelic background, by the way.
Oh yeah.
I got the purple time stone to go with the crazy wonky colors.
Yep.
But yes.
Got them all. Huzzah!
So it is a bit odd to go from Sonic 3K and Sonic CD, where it's basically just, Eggman's the only one around. And I think, if I recall, one of the popular theories is that Eggman decides that, I guess, instead of just constantly trying to take over, small animals and stuff, that maybe he should go for bigger plans or something. I'm not sure. Oh.
I really do not know, and it's Okay, so I got another question then. So it's been referenced that in Sonic Adventure 2, he's on planet Earth. Now, what would explain the Starlight Zone on Sonic the Hedgehog 1? I mean, we clearly see buildings in the background of that level.
Well, I mean, if you take a look at a few of the comics that still go with the, flow of it being on Mobius, I believe.
Yeah.
There are occasionally, Metropolis areas, I think, if I recall. Also, Eggman had a, thing for building giant city-like structures.
Well, he does want to create a Robotnik land.
Which, I know you haven't played Sonic Colors, but that is exactly what he's out to do.
Yeah. I know in Sonic Unleashed he succeeds in creating Dr. Robotnik Land, or Eggman Land, or whatever it's called, but...
Now, for the most absurd boss of all time.
Yes, the drill boss. He pulled it off, in my honest opinion, if it has to be a drill boss, can't he at least bring back his old machine from Sonic the Hedgehog 2?
Well, the one where he just drives around the car and has
pretty
drill
much.
on it. I mean, at least that's aimed towards Sonic. I mean, here he just seems to...
Be like, come hit me, I'm such a dipshit.
Come and hit me so that I can then proceed to drill through the ceiling and rain down things aimlessly in hopes to hit you and then electrocute you.
Oh, fuck me.
And I mean, there's even a top, which baffles me, is that there's a top.
Like, he couldn't even drill through that.
Yeah,
so...
exactly. Like, he just...
He just resumes dancing around his machine saying, "Oh, Sonic is destroyed."
Exactly. It's like he thinks that, I'll give this a good 3 tries, and if he's not dead by then nah.
Alrighty, so that seems to be the end of part 3. In the next part, we will go through the last 2 zones, Starlight Speedway and Metallic Madness. Until then, I am the Blue Hedgehog 2010.
And I'm no Tiladro.
and we will see you in the finale, ladies and gentlemen.